What's going on, guys? Snag here, and it's time to preview round 25 of the 2024 NRL season. Let's just check one thing. Testing. Mic's on, lads. We good. Sorry about the recap, guys. I do apologise. It's yeah, it happens from time to time. It's the software. What actually gets me is, right, so my mic, you guys have probably seen it, but it's like lit up. If it's lit up, I just assume it's on. So when it's plugged in, it's on, but you have to turn it on the software too. Completely forgot to do that. Funniest part about it was I sat there, did the whole thing, and it was actually pretty funny watching it and watching me like ramble on, thinking I'm making real good points and stuff, and the mic's not even on. Such an idiot, man. But anyway, mic's on now. We good, we golden, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. One of the bros actually said in the comments, bro, that's the second time you've done it. That's wrong, bro. It's the third time I've done it this year. It's this one time I actually just re-recorded it because I had the time. So this time I didn't. It was the middle of the night, and I was like, man, I love the bros. I'm not re-recording this at 1 in the morning. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry. All right, guys. So in this video, we'll go over all our picks for these ones, guys. I was putting together punts, but a lot of the markets haven't populated yet. I'm not too sure why. In Dabble and on Pickle, which I use. They are on Sportsbet, but I've predominantly been using the other two, so I will get those up. I will put them up on my shorts, guys, so they won't be too far away, but we'll have a look at what I'm possibly looking at putting down, and we'll go through all that sort of stuff. And I wanted to run an idea by you guys as well. I was thinking about adding a third video, which is like sort of strictly punting, or like just more about the gambling side of it, with our cheat sheets. So you guys have probably seen a few of the cheat sheets I put together, sort of like this. It's just a basic rundown of you know, like everything that a team's done. So I'm on the Manly's one. Man, I was looking at this one as I was looking to do my punts just a minute ago, looking for some markets we could possibly sort of exploit there. And it just has everything like points scored, like by the team, so Manly, opponent, you know, when the first try was, like how often they had, like percentage of how often they score on first to 16, average tries per game, for and against tries per game, you know, average winning margin, average losing margin, blah blah blah. And you can actually go through and check each team, so you could break it down further yourself and be like, all right, well, they're playing top 8 team this weekend. How have they gone against top 8 teams? And I was just wondering if you guys want me to do a full video where I will literally go through it and be like, all right, so this is what I'm looking at. All right, so you know, Manly's second halves are, you know, are quite high scoring. You know, let's put in over 18 or 20 points for the second half. You know, they're scoring. I'm not saying this, but like that they're scoring at 50 before 8 minutes in the 58% of the time or whatever. Let's chuck that in as a leg. First to 16 is looking great at 62%. Just stuff like that, and just go through it and almost put the punts together, and then that way you guys can sort, because the whole point, I mean, I love that you guys follow my punts, but like I'd also like you guys to be able to do your own punts as well. I don't like, you know, you don't have to follow me blindly or anything like that. So let me know if that's a video idea you'd want to see in the future. You know, like Manly's stats are pretty even, like there's nothing too crazy here, but even a thing like there's a market like over under 7.5 tries, you're like, well, they're averaging 8.2, let's go the overs. They're playing a lower team or whatever, or you know, they're pretty even here as well. But first halves and second halves, you take Manly to win the second halves, or even if you look up here, yeah, they're only at 57%, but lately they've been winning every second half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row second half. So maybe you're like, oh, they've clicked into something the way they're playing now. They must be backloading their energy, whatever. Even your match totals here, guys, like, you know, if you're like, oh, I don't know, is over 42 too much? Well, they're averaging 47. You know, if you look up here, their last game was only 34, but before that it was 70, 64, 46, 50, you know. So let me know if that's something you'd want to look at as well. I could do a third video, maybe even stream it on YouTube or something like that. But yeah, I just thought it'd be a pretty cool idea to sort of run through just the process behind the punts. So it's just, you know, like I said, try and remove a bit of the guessing. And always said, man, a cheat sheet like this, if it can stop you from doing one stupid punt, it's worth its weight in gold, man. It's worth its weight in gold. You've saved money. All right, guys. So let's have a look at the games. As always, drop your 1 through 8s, And, look at these odds. Fuck 19. Oh, as well, guys, I will be doing all my punts on Dabble and on Pickle, but probably mostly Dabble this weekend, guys. And I'm going to have a little bit of fun with them too. So, like I said, we've been doing the double ups. We had a pretty good strike rate. It sort of fell off a little bit the last couple of weeks. So I'm still going to do my double ups. We're going to add some fun ones in as well. Can't really go down a whole heap. I'm probably up a little bit on the year, and I just want to have a bit of fun with the punts. I will still do my double ups, but I'll probably add some fun ones in as well, some try scorers and all that sort of stuff too, guys. So yeah, make sure you subscribe here, guys. I post all my punts on my shorts over the weekend. Yeah, let's roll into this. So your 1 through 8, guys. We have West Tigers versus the Sea Eagles. We have the Warriors versus the Bulldogs. Big game. Broncos versus the Eels, Raiders versus the Panthers, Storm versus the Finns, and the Rabbitohs versus the Knights. Titans versus the Roosters, Dragons versus the Sharks, and the Cowboys get the bye. This round's a little bit like not that good, but like if like the favourites all win, but like also some spanners could get thrown in the works. So this could be a bit of a dud round, but it could also be crazy. Like, you know, if the Sharks lose and the Bulldogs win, they're in the top 4. That's huge. Even though the games they're playing aren't that great, you know, or vice versa. Like Doggies could lose Manly and the Cowboys get the automatic 2 points. All of a sudden, Doggies are in 7th. You know, like there's some stuff that could happen if like some underdogs hit, but if every favourite wins each game, it's a bit of a mid round. But this can happen a bit with towards the end of seasons. You know, you sort of know what's going to go down. And if you have a look at the ladder, like I said, I think we're locked. But yeah, like there still can be some movement here. You know, if Sharkies lose, Bulldogs, Sea Eagles, and Cowboys have the bye, all get 2 points. All of a sudden, the top 4 gets real spicy, or anything like that. So Sharks have been holding serve while the Bulldogs have been going skits. You know, the Bulldogs probably should be in the top 4, but Sharkies have been doing enough to sort of hold their spot. Actually, just on that, this is another reason I really like a lot of people, they'll just, you know, they listen to. Another reason why I like to do my own numbers, and I did a video on TikTok just before about top attacks and top defenses, and like if you just listen to 360 and all this, you have this preconceived idea which teams are good and bad, and which teams are travelling good and which are travelling bad. Like everyone, like the Sharkies, right? Like everyone's been like, oh, they've been sucking ass, they've been not good lately and all that, and like I know their competition hasn't been crazy good or anything. Where's the Sharks game? It's the last one. Dragon Sharks. I know they're, you know, that you look at it and they're like, oh, they haven't been travelling that great, but you have to actually look. They're 4 from 5. Again, I know their competition's not great, but you know, like their attack's been second and their defense has been third. I mean, again, people will say, well, they haven't been playing the top teams. Yeah, but like at the end of the day, you can only play who's in front of you, and they've actually been going pretty good, and everyone's sort of been writing them off because everyone kept going, how are the Doggies not in the top 4 yet? Well, Sharkies are actually going all right. You know, like Sharkies been conceding 12 points per game and scoring 32. You know, so that's why I sort of like doing my numbers like here as well. Like you can sort of get, the media can trick you into thinking that teams are going better than they are, or teams are sucking when they're not, and stuff like that. So just another cool reason I like to keep my own data a little bit and go through stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to be, it could be a real interesting round, or it could be a bit of a snooze fest this weekend, guys. We won't know till it happens. But the way this year's been going, I'd say we'll get there'll be a curveball thrown in somewhere. I'm sure of it. All right, guys, let's go. First, we have the Tigers versus Manly Sea Eagles. 1-2. All right, wow, 54-12. Oh, that was last year. Let's have a quick look at the. Oh, team list isn't up on this one yet. Team list. Oops, team stats. All right, so Tommy Talau is out, and just look who comes in. I'll tell you what, man, I'm impressed with Manly. Just on those stats I was just looking at before, Manly are nice, sitting nice too. Like they've actually played some pretty good teams as well, and you know, like Manly's got the best attack in the comp at the moment. 36.4 points scored in their last 5 games, and defense is 4th, only conceding 16 points. That's a really nice ratio. That's a really, really nice ratio. And I had a look at them, and I'm like, look at the players that aren't getting minutes. You got Simply, Lodge, Waddell. Like they're solid players. I've sort of said this before. I'd like Simply or Lodge in the team. I think they're a little skinny on the bench without them. Like Dylan Brown, I know he's been playing prop, but he's a small body. You probably couldn't get rid of Dylan Brown because he brings that energy. But as much as I love Bullymore and how good he's been playing, like he's more of a he's not a huge body. He's not going to really impact you. And you got Nathan Brown and Dylan. Ben Travojevic can play second row out. Like he could literally play on the wing if he wanted. So you got coverage in the outside backs. Comes in at second row. I feel like they're carrying a. Yeah, I think I'd say get rid of one of these three. If I had to pick one, I'd say Bullymore, even though he's been playing ridiculously good footy. And just put another big bopper on the bench. That'd be my only thoughts. But besides that, they are looking stacked. They're not out of the race for the top four as we've gone over. They've got we've looked at it in our post, but if we have a quick look, we'll go Sea Eagles. They played the teams directly around them, so if they win, they move up. So yeah, they have. So they got the Tigers, which you'd imagine they win, and then they have the Bulldogs. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely winnable. I'd say them and Bulldogs are playing both playing great footy. And then they've got the Sharkies who are directly above them as well. So they can do it. You know, it'll be tough, and a lot will have to go their way, but they can actually win. If they go 3-0, they're a really good chance of top four. Sharkies would have to lose probably two more games. Sharkies might have to lose this weekend, so it is hard, but it is actually possible. So yeah, it's interesting. I love this time of year, eh? All right, so Adam Dewey out. Damn, he just got back in. Besides that, relatively unchanged. Dewey out. All right, let's have a little look-see at the West Tigers have won. West Tigers have won their past 4 games against the Seagulls at Leichhardt. There you go. Seagulls have won their past 6 games against the West Tigers. Ao Coruscant, bit of a typo there, NRL.com. Api Coruscant scored 5 tries in his past 7 games at Leichhardt. Cherry Evans has scored 11 tries in 11 games against the Tigers. There you go, there's one. Cherry Evans from Turbo. I'm going to put that down, actually. Cherry Evans, Manly to win. Why not? West Tigers have lost their last 9 games against top 8 teams. Oof, not good. Let's have a little look how they've compared the last few times. Right, so 54 to 24. West Tigers coming off a win. And Roosters only lost one of their past 5 games. Completion rates, tackle efficiencies, 26 to 20. Yeah, all right, so we don't need to be we don't need to go too bold with this one, lads. We're going Manly. Let's just have a look at our try scorers and stuff. Am I logged in here? Yeah, I am. Where's our try scorers gone? They've removed the markets. They've removed... Oh, here we go. There they are. All right, so... Charlie Staines. Yeah, I don't like anyone for the Tigers. Is Buller playing? I forgot to check that. No, he's not. No, he's not. All right, overs, unders. This will be interesting. 52.5, unders, 57%. Yeah, I might go a bit outside. I might go Saab and Cherry Evans for this one. 11 tries, 11 games against the Tigers. Get some value there. Why the hell not? Wonder what the value is there. Let's have a quick look. Let's go to Dabble. Yeah, if you do want to join Dabble, guys, I'll leave a link in the description. I just love chatting with you boys on the... I know I chat in the Discord as well, but it's good fun having a... It's good fun having a chat in directly under the punt, you know. Let's have a look what... We got Manly to win. It's only paying $1.18. It's barely worth it. Player try markets. Then we'll go Saab, and we'll go Cherry Evans. He scored 2 in his last 5. $5.50. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. And then go over 42 as well. I'll put some fun ones like that down this weekend, you know, just a bit of a Just a bit of a laugh. I'll only put $50 down on them. I'm not going to go nuts. Just have a bit of fun on the punt with the lads for the last few rounds. Let's have a look at that try. So we're Manly is scoring them pretty evenly still. Pretty damn evenly. And where are the Tigers conceding them? Tigers. Right side, 43%. So maybe look at your... Is it Talau's? Yeah, maybe Talau. Maybe I should go Talau. Let's have a look how much Talau and... Talau will be paying more. Oh no, Talau's out, eh? Lehigh Hopewadi. It's only paying a little bit more. $5.75. Man, I'll tell you what, I like that Hopewadi. I reckon he might be the best of the Hopewadis. The Hopewadi offspring that got pumped out by their famous dad. Poop-hopping dad. He's a goat. He's the goat. Yeah, all right, so Manly to win this one, guys. And like I said, if you do it, you can have a quick screenshot of this. I will post it in the Discord as well. If you do want to join our Discord, I will leave a link in the description for that one as well. Feel free to join. We just chat on game days. Everyone shares their punts, have a chat. It's good fun. It's good fun, lads. I like it. Wars versus the Doggies. Bit of a trap game for the Wars, for the Doggies. This is a bit of a trap game. Just hear me out. I think the Doggies are awesome. I think they're killing it. I think they've been the better team. I think they are the better team. But this is Sean Johnson's last game, and I actually like the team they put on the park. They've actually put a pretty nice team together. Let's have a quick look at it. So CNK back, sorry. Yeah, I like this back five. Then we've got Metcalf. They look better with him straight away. Then they've got Sean Johnson. His last game in New Zealand. I mean... He had a stinker last weekend. Surely he has a good game. Surely he has a good game. AFB Egan back. Nakora Catewell, Dylan Walker, LA to Devanga, and how do you say this again? Sifakula? Beast. I can't believe they're not playing Bunty, but Bulldogs should pick up Bunty. Seriously. Now, Doggies do have Max King back and Skelton, but... I believe they've just been named in the reserves. Yeah, Max King's in the reserves as well. And I read somewhere that Josh Curran was injured, but he's named. So I don't know if he's definitely playing. Hopefully someone can let me know because he's in my super coach. Yeah, this is a trap game for the Doggies. Look, I've said this before, and look, I'll be just serious. I don't think it's a bad thing if Doggies do lose this game. I mean, it's not... They're trying to get top 4 spots, so it wouldn't be ideal. But, like, sometimes you want to drop a game right before the finals. Like, sometimes when teams go into the finals on, like, 9-game win... Like, it doesn't matter. The best teams we've ever seen have dud games. It just... You can't win forever. You're going to have a bad game. It just happens. The ball's not round. Sometimes it just doesn't bounce your way. Sometimes it's good to get that one out of the way just before the finals. I remember there's some pretty famous examples. I mean, even Knights last year... 10 or 11 games. And I think it was their first game in the finals. Might have been their second, but I think it was their first. They just played so average. They just were so average. Gone. See ya. They looked unbeatable for 10 weeks. I think the most famous one would have been Parramatta in 2009 when they came from nowhere. I don't know how many game win streak they were on, but it was nuts. And then they lost to the Dragons the week before the finals. Pretty handily. I just lost. Ran the same team out a week later against the Dragons and whooped them. And then went all the way to the grand final. So sometimes it is good to have a loss on your way into the finals. Happened to Penrith last year. They got dusted by Parramatta pretty hard without Moses. So sometimes it can be good to get that flat game out of the way. Bulldogs getting a lot of pats on the back lately. So you never know. A loss could be a good thing for them if it does happen. It's I don't think it'll be end of the... Like, if Doggies lose this game, I'm not going to be like, oh, they're not winning it. I'd still think exactly the same of them as I do right now after this long win streak they've got going. But, look, everything's going good. Like, it's just Doggies' year. Like, it's like... And when I say it's your year, I mean it's like everything's going your way. Like, everything, like, injury-wise. Like, it just... I don't know. It's just sort of hard to explain. Like this year is not Penrith's year, even though they're coming second. Like they've had a lot of the best players out. They've had, like bits and like this year, like last year it was the Broncos. Like everything went Broncos' way. Like injury prone, like 1 through 17. I reckon Broncos last year 1 through 17. I reckon 16, maybe 15 at worst. Players had the best season they've ever had. Their longest injury to a key player was 2 or 3 games. Like even in the grand final, they played like it was Broncos. It doesn't mean you're going to win the comp, but sometimes it's just your year to be awesome. And this year is Doggies' year. They look awesome. All their spine has been together and fit and healthy pretty much the whole time since they've landed on this spine. Injuries, but just not to super key players and not for super long times. I know Sutton's been out and Olopuatu was out as well. But, you get what I'm saying. Since, round 12, everything's just clicked, been in place and just rolling real nice. And it's their year, man. It's their year to be good. They're absolutely looking great. I could go from top to bottom here, and it's just about every player's at the peak of their powers. Like, they really are. They're all playing so awesome. It's really good to see. All right, let's have a look-see at... What do we got here? Warriors have won 6 of their past 7 games against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs have not won at GIO Media Stadium since 2012. DWZ requires 2 tries to hit a century of NRL tries. There you go. DWZ for a double. Put that in. Matt Burton will make his 100th. Put him in as well. DWZ for a double and Burton. And Roger Tuivasa has scored 7 tries in his last 9 games against the Bulldogs. Put him in too. Wonder what that's paying. Let's just go DWZ for 1. DWZ for 1. Player try market. So let's go 2 tries. DWZ for 2. Then we'll go... Who's the other one? Then we'll go... Who's the other one? Matt Burton. Where is he? Matt Burton for a try. Oh, this is juicy. And then RTS. Where is he? $81. Why the hell not? I'll put a 50 band on that. Not 50 bands. 50 banger. Ah, how good. Alright, let's have a look-see. We'll go over here. I get distracted, lads. Those bloody gambling apps get you. 25. Like I said, I do believe this is a bit of a trap game for the Doggies. But like I said, I'm tipping the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs win this, but... They're going to show up for this one. They really are. Like, they're going to not want to go send Sean Johnson out in his last home game. Absolute cheeks. Also, Warriors probably felt pretty shafted after their last loss, with Salmon getting put on report and suspended, but no penalty. They only lost by 1 point last time. It's been pretty close. Doggies haven't travelled well over there in the past, although they are a better team this year. So, yeah, like I said, I strongly believe the Warriors are going to be... I know in tipping, everyone's tipping the Bulldogs, as am I, but I'm not fully writing off the Wars in this one. Under 45.5 points. Let's have a look at the Doggies here. Bulldogs average points. Bulldogs average points in games is 38. Not their points, like totals. Yeah, so here's other ones too, guys. So if you look at Bulldogs, I know they've been scoring a bit more lately, but only 18.9 points in a half. Take unders for that. And then 19 in the second half. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts, guys. Yeah, so, yeah, I'll take the Bulldogs. Let's have a look where the tries we scored. Just looking at Dabble just then, I was just saw a lot of the top try scorers are all Bulldogs. So let's have a look where the Warriors are conceding them. Because that's where I think most people will be taking their tries. Warriors. Warriors. Right side foot. Pretty even. Take whoever you want. Let's see where the Bulldogs are scoring them. Maybe that'll help. Bulldogs. Left side. 38. 40. Oh, it's the same. It's equal. Not scoring through the middle. 6 tries all year through the middle for the Dogs. That is low, man. Shows you how potent their edges are, eh? Doggies' edges are potent, son. I'm blown away with. I said this on the way. I cannot believe how good Sherry's been, man. Like a lot of people were talking him up and that, and I was like, yeah, cool. Like I'm sure he could come and have an okay NRL career, but like he's been killing it, bro. I'm like, I didn't think he'd be one of the better centers getting around. Seriously. Bulldogs versus Eels. These guys usually have a pretty good game against each other. They really do. Wiramu Greg is out. Big Whittamel. Sean Lane front row. Damn. Jeez, they're a bit skinny, the old Eels, aren't they? Let's have a look at the Broncos. Reece Walsh is out. Selwyn Cobbo back. There you go. Hopefully that means he got cleared of all his nonsense off field. Corey Jensen, Xavier Wilson, Jordan Ricky, Moses getting his time. Interesting. Right, let's have a look at the comparison. So Broncos 2 of their last 5, Para 1. That happened this year? 30-4? Was that May? Yeah, they did too, that's right. And I remember that was an absolute hiding. I remember I won big. I think it was in 2022. I bet big on Parramatta 13+. When Broncos were you remember when Broncos had that catastrophic, like, they were coming like 4th with like 9 rounds to go, and it was like mathematically impossible for them to miss the 8. And then they just had that. I think I got them right at that fall. Like, I think they'd lost 1 game, but everyone still had them finishing. And like, Broncos were favourites. I had Parramatta 13+, and had I put a bid on it. I think I put like 5K or something. It was big. It was a big win. Like 30. I'm pretty sure it was 30-something K win. It was a big one. But yeah, it was good value. All right, let's have a little look-see, guys. Broncos have won 4 of their past 5 games against the Eels. Blaze Talangi scored 11 tries in 12 games. Dean Mariner has scored 4 tries in 2 games against the Eels. Damn, he would have only played him twice. He's pretty new in his career. Eels have lost 9 from 10 home away from home games this year. I read good. Tony Staggs has scored 5 tries in 5 games. Tony Staggs has been killing it. Never would have thought that Tony Staggs has been their most consistent player over the last couple of months. Nah, probably still Paddy, but usually, Tony Staggs usually has a blinder, then goes away for a few games, and has a blinder, and then it goes away. He's been really good. I could see some points being scored here. 49 points totals. I think both teams will play a bit of footy. I don't think there'll be a ton of defence going down. Like, they'll be defending, obviously, but nothing crazy. Yeah, I love me some Selwyn Cobbo. Which side would they be playing him? Would he be going left side, guys? What side does he normally play? Mariner was playing right, wasn't he? Yeah, let's have a look. Where if I think Parramatta just concede them everywhere. 49, 47, yeah. Yeah, I like me some Cobbo in this one. Yeah, I'm going to go Cobbo Mikasiva. Over 42 points. Something like that. Over 44 points. Get ballsy. Under 51, 6% edge. That's risky. I don't like it at all. But yeah, guys, Parramatta leak them everywhere, so just pick your poison, whoever you like to score here. I don't like that unders bet at all. That's terrible. But yeah, Broncos just have a better team across the park for who's available for both teams. I was looking at the casualty ward. Parramatta have a lot out. They really do. And like I said, this year for the Broncos has just become a building year for next year. I mean, they've got to find a way to get Piakura some good ball and so they can use him better next year. These last few games for Xavier Wilson, I think, is really good, playing like as a starting front rower. And then he'll probably go back to the bench next year. But, we have that starting experience under his belt. So I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to go Broncos in this one, guys. Selwyn Cobbo to score over 42 points, something like Right, Raiders come out and play. Who is out? Corey Horsburgh's in. Jordan Rapana's back. Rapana back to fullback. Ethan Strange out. What happened to Ethan? Where's Weeks? Weeks in at 6. Yeah, I guess if Strange is out, I don't mind it. I don't like Weeks as a 6 though. Now, Mitch Kenny is out too, guys. And Nathan Cleary is out, obviously, as well. Schneider, Lee Martin, Garner, Summerson, Patea, and Alamotti back. Where are they all? Patea, Sonny Taruva. It looks like he's been dropped, eh? I think Alamotti might get a spot over. I actually really like Alamotti. I really liked him over the origin period and stuff when he was getting a run before he broke his arm. Jake Cole on the bench. Liam Martin back in the starting team. I thought Guy was really good in this second row position. I really liked him there. I haven't liked him coming off the bench, and they sort of play him as a bit of a middle, edgy sort of. He got chucked in the centres a couple of times. I was seeing him, and I was like, it's horrible to say, but I was like, geez, I don't know if this dude's built like his old man. Like, you know, like he didn't look great. He's sort of quite muscle bound and looks pretty, but he's getting manhandled and stuff. And he's a kid, so it's all good that happens, but he didn't have like Ethan Strange strength at 18, 19 years old. Like Ethan Strange has that man strength, man. He's got that, like, he's got serious strength. But yeah, so Summonson in. Like, I think Cleary's obviously huge out, but this is a huge out, like massive out as well. Mitch Kenny is so important for the Penrith Panthers. He really is. Penrith just need to get through this unscathed, win it by 14 plus. I'll just share this real quick. A lot of people, I reckon I've been asked 140 times, can Penrith win the comp this year? Like I don't know why everyone's just throwing it at me. Do you still think they can win? I don't think any less of Penrith after that loss. Like, let's have a little look at that loss for a second. They played Melbourne Storm, lost Cleary, didn't have 2 second rowers, had a front rower, an inexperienced front rower playing on the edge, blah, blah, blah. It was 4 tries each and a penalty goal. That's a dodgy penalty goal, but whatever, a penalty goal. Melbourne won fair and square, but a penalty goal, what was the difference? I don't think anything less of Penrith. I just think a little bit more about Melbourne. Like, I don't think anything less of Penrith. I think they're still that team. I think full strength, they probably would be favourites still. Just remember, they've got all the experience in the finals over the past few years, guys. Like, yeah, I wouldn't be writing them off. That's for damn sure. So, yeah, just refresh my memory with, yeah, that's Raiders on a bit of a skid. They've looked good in patches. I thought they were really good against the Bulldogs, poor against the Seagulls. And I thought they were pretty poor against the Cowboys, but Cowboys made them look poor. I think it was more the Cowboys are really good in that. Raiders weren't great, but I thought the Cowboys looked the best they'd looked all year. Penrith coming off a loss is the worst time you want to play them. Yeah, so I'll obviously take the Penny Panthers in that one. Let's have a little look at our try scorers and stuff. 29-16. So I like Raiders not to score about 26 points. Give me a look here. Yeah, so they beat the Rabbitohs. But they've only scored over 26 points like once out of their last 5. And the Penrith defense has been not as good as it normally is, but it's still pretty good. Conceding about 20 a game, so with Cleary out, I think they'll be win had. I thought that was the totals line was 81. Under 46. Yeah. See, like when these players are out, I feel like teams really focus on their defense. There might be a little bit of room through the middle without Mitch Kenny there. Well, what are these edges? Penrith head-to-head 7% edge. Under 46.5, 3% edge. And then Penrith minus 9.5, 9% edge. I don't know about that. All right, so points scored. So who is actually playing on their edge again? So it'll be Laurie left. Has Tall gone to the left or the right? Oh, bloody hell. Where'd they shift him to? They shift him to the left, right? Left-hand side. Tago's on the right with Laurie. I think that's right. Alright, so Panthers, where are you? So left side, 33. Yeah, so anyone on the right side. I don't mind Liam Martin for one here, eh? Liam Martin on the right edge. With Luai on that side, maybe. If Luai's plays. So Schneider's named at 6. So I wonder if Luai will like sort of swing around and stuff. Yeah, like I said, if you're gonna take, you have to take Raiders left side. It's not like everyone looks at this number and says, "Man, Penrith conceding so many tries on left." It's actually only 36 tries, but it is like half of their tries scored. So I saw people put in like right-hand side players, and Katoa, to his credit, did score 2 tries last week, but a lot of people had like Warbrick. I'm like, bro, they've scored 17 tries there all year. I wouldn't be going that side too often. I believe it's the best defence in the comp, Penrith's left side. If it's not, it's close. So yeah, make sure with Penrith's right side, which is Canberra's left, take your try scorers on the left-hand side there, guys. Yeah, but yeah, I don't take many try scorers against Penrith because there's normally only 1 or 2 of them, and it's a bit of a lucky dip to get $1.90 or $2 odds, you know. So I'd be looking at more at Tot or Liam Martin, something like that. Tot or Liam Martin. We forgot to do this. Raiders have not defeated the Panthers at GEO Stadium since 2016. Panthers have won their last 5 games against the Raiders. Raiders have conceded 88 points in their past 2 games. Whoa. Isaac Tungor has scored 4 tries in his past 3 games. Xavier Savage has scored 4 tries in his past 5 games at GEO Stadium. I actually thought Tungor's looked pretty nice lately. Definitely looked better. Taking the Panthers in that one, you guys. You can't bet against Penrith too often. You really can't. All right, 1 sec. Melbourne Storm, the minor premiers. All right. Grant Anderson out. That's huge. Here comes. Oh, Wishart. Wishart goes to the wing. Need the best utility player in the game at the moment. You reckon? Most improved, best utility. He's been incredible. Oh man, they got to be better, man. They got to be better. What? They were 1 from 5. I thought the Bulldogs were just better than them last week. I really do. I just thought they were just better than them. You know, like there was just. The Bulldogs just looked like a better rugby league team. They just really did. Cody Nikorima chose to have his worst game of his career, and he was like, I can't remember if he's 100th or 200th, but it's pretty damn poor. Yeah, it was pretty damn poor. But look, I don't see Melbourne look really nice at the moment. They really do. Grant Anderson out, but Tyron Wishart's been absolutely enormous. Like he can literally play anywhere 1 through 7. Really good player. Really good player. I had him for my super coach all year. I've been murdering it with him. Lad. I got him for nothing. Let's have a look at some of the. Actually, we'll do these things first. Stat attacks. Storm won 17 of their past 19 games at Amy Park. Jermaine Asako has scored 24 points in 2 games against the Storm. That's pretty good against the Storm. I mean, what is it? It's only really a couple tries and a handful of goals, but still, it's pretty good. Grant Anderson has been a try scorer in 6 consecutive games. Jesse Bromwich will join the top 10 of most premiership appearances with... Shout out to Jesse Bromwich. 337 games in the middle. That's huge. And most of those at the absolute highest level. That's nuts. Big Nelson's 200th? Has he been around that long? Wow. That's nuts. Alright, let's have a little look-see. Pap's always good. I haven't been liking Pap's movements lately. I lads. I think there's something going on with his. I heard a couple of weeks ago he's been getting injections in his foot, but I don't know what for. But yeah, he just doesn't look that fast. I can't remember who we tried to run down the other week and he just did not get close. I could see the score being something like this. Not odd numbers, obviously, but low 30s to high teens. I don't think Melbourne will really defend who skits. I mean, if we come back to the Storm here, they haven't been conceding heaps, but you know what I mean? Like 22, 16, 18, 14, Roosters 8, but they took that game super serious. You get what I'm saying? So Dolphins for over 10.5. I don't mind that. I think like they've been hanging in there. Like if we look at Dolphins, Bulldogs did a real good job on them defensively, but besides that, 34, 14, 26. So Dolphins over 10.5 could be nice. Storm over 22.5, 24.5, something like that could be pretty nice. It is at 5:30 on a Saturday, so not super. Temptations, Cancun Reserve. Is that sus place? I didn't look this up. Who's been looking this up? Must be my missus. As long as I'm coming, it's all good. No, but not click on today just in case it's something filthy. No, I don't think it is. I think it's a... clicked on it again. Damn, it really wants me to go here. Yeah, playground for grown-ups. Yeah, it is. Man, that'll be dope. All right, where are we? Got me distracted with adult Temptations Cancun. Imagine that if my missus was like, oh, I've got this work trip now in Cancun. I'll see you in a few weeks. I'm like, bruh. Oh, that'd be the best. At least I get the house to myself for a couple of weeks. All right. Yeah, let's have a look-see here. Yeah, so try scorers. I like Wishart on the left. Katoa. Actually, we're gonna have a look at that try. Where are the Dolphins leaking them? Right side, which would be. Yeah, I don't mind that. Hey, I might chuck a bogey and go Wishart on this one. It's scoring plenty on the left. It's Hammers. It's Cowboys. The Dolphins weak side. Yeah, I like that. I like Wishart. For one. Wishart for one. Where's Dolphins are a bit hard to pick for try scorers because they usually go one side or the other. They don't normally attack both sides too much. So, oops, that's Sharks. Where's Melbourne? 44% right side. So maybe Bostock. You can go Bostock and Wishart. Probably be good ones in this one, guys. I don't mind that at all. Storm to win, guys. I think they just look too good at the moment. They really do. All right. Onto a slinger. Absolute slinger. Tyson Gamble out. Ray Price in. So Myers, Town O'Mill, Rich Kennard, guy. Hawkins. So no Walker. Havili. And Sharp, guy. Pretty unchanged by the looks of things, lads. All right, how have these guys gone this year? So they haven't played this year yet. That was on that run they went on last year. All right, let's have a look, see at that stat attacks. Rabbitohs have won 12 of their past 15 games against the Knights. Knights have lost 4 of their past 5 away games. Rabbitohs have won 3 of their past 4 games at Accor Stadium. Greg Marju has scored 5 tries in his past 7 games. Damien Cook has scored 6 tries in his last 6 games against the Knights. Damn! Let's go Marju and Damien Cook. Let's see what comes to. Marju and Damien Cook. I want to pick some fun ones like this weekend, eh? Marju. Marju. Greg Marju, Damien Cook, where are you, lad? It's coming off a try as well. 750. Man, I see why people bet like stuff like this, eh? Like, You know what I mean? I've always probably I look into probability too much, and I probably you take the safer outs a lot, and I like hitting punts. Like you see, you put it 2 try scorers together like that, and it's nearly $8. It's pretty. Oh, really is. Let's have a look at the try scorers quickly. Jacob Gagai, Fletcher Wade, Gray, Whiten. Marju is the most likely, but I like Marju. I love Marju when he's outside best. He does his best work when best is there. He really does. Now let's have a look at the overs unders here. Under 54, 48 points. I might take the overs in that, eh? But maybe not 48. I might pick about 42. 42, 44. I don't even get away at 44 and a half. Oh, we can hit that. Yeah, let's have a look where they're scoring them, lads. Who's it? Knights and... Knights are scoring them on the left side. So, yeah, want to go Marju. Bunnies are scoring them on the left still. Where are the Bunnies conceding them? Left side, so that'll be the right. I don't know about that one. I might just do a fun one like Damien Cook and Marju. Why not? Why the hell not? And over 44 points. There's me punt. Did I do this? Rabbitohs have won 12 of their past 15 games against the Knights. Knights have lost. I did do this, eh? Yeah, I did, of course. The old memory is fading as you get older. I'm telling you, lads. All right, Knights versus the Bunnies, Roosters. Now, Titans have gone on a bit of a skid since. What's it, 70-something points in 2 games conceded. Roosters looking nice. Just conceding a few too many, but not too bad. Not too bad, lads. Look at that, 30 and 19. Pretty crazy numbers. Pretty crazy numbers. Now, Connor Watson out. Hardgrave's back. Nat Butcher back. All right, so Sam Walker at 7. So the back 5 is as is and is stacked as always. JWH comes in and starts. Love this. Love this. I just like it. Like it's probably, I said this, man. I don't mean this with any disrespect because I love JWH. He's probably the worst prop in the team, but you want him to start. You just as an opposition, just knowing you have to deal with JWH for the first 20 minutes, it just doesn't sound like fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't sound like a good time. You know, it's just... I think Willie Mason said on one of his pods, if you look at the thing and you see Lindsay Collins and Tyrrell May there, who are, like I said, both probably better props than JWH at this part of his career, you're not worried, though. You're not like, oh, man, we're going to get hammered. We're going to get smashed. We're going to get forearms on us while we're laying on the grid. It's just going to be a trash time for 20 minutes, you know? So I love that he's come in. He gets to wear that number 8 in his back, go out, lead the pack, lead from the front. Love it. Look at the players not getting a run at bloody... Sia Wong, Nafuma White. How's he not... Why? Satili's look nice. I'll tell you what, Bulldogs, you got one there. You got one there. Yeah, all right, let's have a look here. All right, Titans have not defeated the Roosters at Seabus Stadium since 2016. Roosters have won their past 10 games against the Titans. Jojo Fafito scored 5 tries in his past 3 games. James Tedesco has scored 9 tries in his past 7 games against the Titans. AKP has scored 8 tries in his past 5 games. Now, I mentioned this a little bit earlier about the Dolphins. The Titans are worse for it. Jojo will score 2 or 3, or AKP will score 2 or 3. It's never both scoring. So the best market for this one probably is go to Sportsbet, and you can use combined ones and go, or I think you can do it on Dabble, but I don't think you combined it. I don't think you can use Dabble's one in a multi, but go like AKP and Jojo for 2 or more. It's so much safer because, yeah, everyone had AKP in last week, including me. I think I did. Maybe it was the week before. Jojo gets 2, no dramas. AKP doesn't look like getting one. It's such a pain in the ass. Yeah, let's have a look at the overs here. Over 53. Yeah, we could see some points here, lads. I might put Roosters in for over something big. I might put Roosters in for over 30 points. Why not? Titans plus 15.5, 3% edge. Don't know about that. AKP and Jojo, 49 and 34%. Then you got Dom Young, 50. Like, you're not going to get any value in this, guys. I heard Cheese say in their pod today that the plan is always to just give Crichton as much ball as you can. So if you want I know he didn't score last week, but he did get lots of ball. That's the main thing you want. Like, it's when you put a try scorer in and your try scorer doesn't even get a look. You're like, oh, what? You know when they get a few and you're like, damn, well, it didn't hit, but like at least I was on the right track. Like, he got 4 or 5 genuine attempts at, you know what I mean? Like they tried 3 or 4 crash plays for Angus, or they ran plays for, like, if they run plays for you, the player you picked, at least you're like, well, I was on the right track. And that was last week. I didn't hit Crichton, but they did a lot of play for him, and I'm pretty sure they said, oh, that's right, they said if you play the Penrith Panthers week 1 of the finals and Cleary's back, you run Crichton at Cleary a lot. And he said, our goal is to run Crichton at half, no matter who it is, a lot. So that's their main focus. It's just what Cheese said, you know, and he'd know. He is the dummy half of the team. So, yeah, I like that. Now let's have a little look-see where these guys are scoring. So we've got Titans Roosters, isn't it? Titans Roosters. 50 on the left. So, yeah, Angus, Tupou. Love Tupes for one as well. And Titans are leaking them. Titans are leaking them through the middle. So Teddy as well. Teddy just up through the middle there. I mean, 31 tries through the middle is really high. Like, if you look at even the Broncos, 12. You know, like, they're usually pretty low. 12, 14. Well, Tigers 21. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, Teddy through the middle, Angus Crichton on the left. Maybe that, because you're not going to get any value out of. Like, let's just look it up. What's Dom Young paying for a try in this game? He is paying $1.40. You're up to $1.40, lads. They're about $1.35 earlier in the year. They score so many tries there. It was like printing money there for a minute. Not much money, but some. Yeah, we're going the Roosters in this one, lads, obviously. Now, this is an interesting game. Interesting game, lads. This is a Channel 9 game. Especially, it's really interesting if Doggies and Manly and stuff win. And it's sort of like a game of tennis, you know, like advantage, deuce, you know. Sharks keep getting the advantage, but then Doggies keep getting the advantage, then Sharkies keep deucing it up. Yeah, so these guys played this year, have they? Yep, Sharkies got them. Not convincingly, though. Geez, hiding last year. Dragons 3 from 5. I've been saying, I said the reason why I picked the Dragons in this game, I've been liking the Dragons after a loss, and unfortunately they have created a bit of a pattern like this where they have been going win-loss. So if this pattern continues, they're going to lose this game. I don't mind the Dragons in this, but actually, I'm not as low on the Sharks as everyone else is, eh? Like, I don't have them winning the comp. I don't have them even making the grand final. I don't think they're as bad as everyone's been saying. Like I said, like, yeah, like, they haven't played any of the top 4 teams lately, but, I mean, heaps of teams haven't. Like, the Doggies haven't played a top 4 team in ages. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can only play who's in front of you. Like, it's just the way it is. And, you know, they've been pretty good. Like, 4 from 5, you take that any day of the week. You know what I mean? Averaging 30 points and conceding 12. It's doing what you're supposed to do. Now, I also like everyone's back, lad. Oro's back. I thought they missed him a lot. Trindle is back. Atkinson was nice last week. That's what they really lacked last week. I thought Sharks were better from 1 to 5 and from 8 to 17. Just the halves, just not having a genuine half, so they couldn't get the job done. They couldn't execute on their field position and stuff like that. Kept running crash plays and stuff. But yeah, I like this a lot better. Teague Wilton in. Brayley back to here. This is so much better. I have so much more confidence now. Siffer goes back to the bench where I like it. Oh, where's Siffer? Siffer. Oh, Siffer Talakai out. I thought that said in. Katoa out too. Oh, Katoa's out and Mulinado comes back. Okay, so there is some movement here. What happened to... Oh, Katoa got a head knock. That's right. They got the big bald beast back. Look at that bench. Royce Hunt, Hamlin, Hazlewood. Damn. That's nuts. Dragons have won 4 of their past 5 games at win. Sharks have won their past 8 games against the Dragons. Lomax has scored 8 tries in his past 8 games at win. Will Kennedy scored 6 tries in his past 7 games against the Dragons. Tupulotu has scored 7 tries in his past 7 games. Damn. Let's have a look, see what their percentages are here. Yeah, I like Lomax for one of this, eh? Love me some Lomax. Don't mind me some Stone Street with Trindle playing on the right-hand side. I might go me some Stone Street, some Lomax. And Dragons under 32 points. That's what I'm taking, lads. That's what I'm looking at anyway. All right, let's have a look at the try scorers, guys. Try locator, sorry. Where's Sharky's been scoring them? Tell you what, Sharky's defense is low-key been real good, eh? Like, people have... Like, Doggy's been getting a lot of the limelight. That's fine. Like, they deserve it. They've been great. But I'll show you in a minute. So, Sharky's been scoring 41 on the left. So, maybe Ronaldo. But I like Trindle back on the right-hand side. I like me some Stone Street. Mulatalo's just going to be paying nothing, that's all. Yeah. St. George. Zach Lomax, obviously. Yeah, Zach Lomax for one. Yeah, so Sharkies, 20 tries on their right side, 25 on the left. It's pretty damn good, man. I think the Bulldogs... Where's the Bulldogs defense? So Doggy's right edge... So Sharky's right edge conceded 20 this year, and Bulldogs right edge 28. Like, that sort of shows you, like, that's low key. That's real good, eh? Like Bulldogs has been elite. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what I mean. A lot of people have been sleeping on the Sharkies a little bit. Doggy's left edge is super elite. Those 17 tries, but still, it's only 3 behind. So their right edge is 3 behind, and they've scored 25 on their left edge. It's pretty damn good. Like, Sharkies and Bulldogs, Sharkies have been getting the love for their defense, and it is elite and super good. But Sharkies low-key have been damn close and, like, not quite getting the love. I think it's just because they've had a couple games where they haven't been great. But yeah, Sharkies low-key. Like, if you took try scorers against the Sharkies a lot this year, you probably lost a few bets, eh? Probably lost a few bets. I got Sharkies in this one. Just, I do feel like that's the pattern that that's where I feel like they're at as St. George. I feel like they're that team that's going to scrape into the 8 by going win-loss, 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 you know? That's where I honestly think they are. Which, to be fair, is so much better than I thought they were going to be. So, I'm not like ripping on them. That's what I think they're at. I think they're at that level where they're probably a win-loss, win-loss team. And that'll get you into the 8 at this point. So why the hell not? All right, so let's have a look. What are we going? I'm going... Well, that's last week's games, isn't it? No, what's going on here? Am I on the right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's round 25. Seagulls, Dogs, Bronx, Panthers, Storms, Knights, Roosters, Knights, Sharks, and then Cows. How good, lads. All right, bros, that's it. Like I said, make sure you subbed, guys. I'll put all my punts up very soon. I just actually saw, as I was looking through Dabble then throughout the video, most of the markets are up, so I expect those up at some point today on Wednesday, guys. And yeah, I'll try and I've been a little bit slack getting back to everyone as well. I will try and do my best. Just remember, guys, do have a fams, do a lot of stuff with them and like businessy work stuff, and so I can't always reply. I do my best to get back to everyone though, guys. And if you made it this far, you know what that means. You're an absolute legend. Thank you all so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.